Hello, church seekers, taphophiles and dog tourists. I'm currently in the town of Draycott, walking the long winding road towards St Chad's Church in the area of Wilne. I think I'm saying that correct. Now I realise this is how horror movies begin, as the road that I walked down was very long, winding, no pavement, on my own. But I also believe I've seen enough horror movies to know to not film, pay attention, and to also listen whilst you're going around the roads, because you don't want to get hit by a car. Anyway, I've arrived at St Chad's Church, and this was actually a suggestion by a viewer, DeviantX24. I hope I'm saying your name right. So, going to take you for a look around the church. It's a very old 13th century built church and has been rebuilt after a fire. So, let's go and have a look. It's very peaceful. Nobody here today. The lights are on inside. Who knows, I might be lucky enough. Let's go have a look. It's past the book sign I've ever seen in my life. Talking about they don't accept any responsibility for people that go on this premises to any person, animal or property. So they're just covering everything there. What happens in this place? Incredibly peaceful, and a lot of it is actually behind woodland, underneath trees, which is really nice. Don't quite know if the church is open. I did just see someone wandering around the outside. I could be lucky. But for the meantime, I'll show you some of the awesome old graves. Really excellent engravement on the top. A lot of them are different colours. Very old ones underneath the feet. Very neatly arranged though. Like I've got an audience here right now. These in particular have very green mossiness to them, but they've got flying cherub heads and a lot of different text and fonts that are incredible. From far away, it's impressive enough. When you look up close, scary cherub faces covered in green. And I quite like this one with the, along the side here, the sand glass skull in one corner. And there's a book and a scythe on one side, but I can't. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth." There's a plaque on this tree. William Farmer. The whole tree dedicates to you. I wonder how big it was when they first planted it. Whether or not it was this height. Anyway, I'm getting bitten to death by mosquitoes, so it's always worth it, but I suspect tomorrow I'm going to be itching myself to death. I'm right in this corner that I can't get to, through there. But got Sarah Elizabeth from 1895 here. I have a feeling these are the oldest ones in this corner. Sign on the tree here, just in case any of my viewers live in the area and might be interested. Friends of St Chad will be having an open evening with a barbecue about the King Under the Car Park, which is opposite here. An archaeologist's involvement in the search for King Richard III, and that is on the 10th of August. So, if you can see just behind me here, there's a car park directly opposite. Should anybody want to, instead of dangerously walking, like myself, actually drive here. Then there's a car park directly opposite, and I believe what sounds like river and nature reserve that way. So the area itself is quite pretty. So yes, as suspected, it is not open, but it is on Sundays, as most churches are, but still, sometimes when there's someone loitering around, I get to go in a church once in a million years. Anyway, they do have a bit of info about the inside of the church, which I did see before I got here, that they possibly have the oldest font in the country, and there is an alabaster monument. Doesn't actually say there. Let me get my paperwork. My very technical paperwork. Yes, in memory of Sir John Willoughby inside. So I'm sure that's pretty, but not today. Perhaps on a Sunday when I'm actually... The thing is about coming on Sundays is there's no buses, so I can't manage to get anywhere on a Sunday. And my favourite verse from a gravestone today is on John Gill's grave. Weep not, dear friends, I'm only gone to meet you here. When blooming youth is snatched away by death's restless hand, our hearts the mournful tribute pay, which pity must demand. And there's a little sleeping snail there too. There's even remains of a really small wall around the outside, which most likely was the original wall going around the outer rim. And there's most likely way more graves in this area than there are currently, just without headstones, I'd imagine. But anyway, I think... Oh, wait! Look at this awesome piece of fungus! Get excited over mushrooms. That's huge! Look at that guy! Anyway, as I was about to say, before I was rudely interrupted by awesome mushrooms, that's going to be the end of the cemetery seek. I thank you to DeviantsX24 for suggesting it. I do enjoy a good adventure, and especially one that is so, not far out, but hard to get to, because I had to walk for about 25 minutes down a very dwindling road. But it's worth it when you get here, and it's completely peaceful, and as usual, on a sunny day, nobody really comes to graveyards, do they? Anyway, it's goodbye from me. I hope you've enjoyed this little trip. Check it out yourself. I caught the Indigo bus from Nottingham to Derby and got off at Draycott. So you can then take the 5-minute walk there. But for goodness sake, be safe. Let people know where you are and where you're going. Take a drink with you, take some food with you. You never know how far you might be out. But from me, it is goodbye. Hope you've enjoyed it. Bye! Wait, don't go yet. I've just found as my walk through from Draycott into Breaston, as there was a bridleway that joins the two, there is a coffin stone that is on the walkway in between. It does say here that until St Michael's churchyard was consecrated in 1824, the funerals and Breaston villages were at St Chad's Church in Church Wilne. So that's where we've just been. The coffins were carried from Breaston, passing the Dead Man's Stile. This route became known as the Coffin Walk or Corpse Way. Coffin stones provided somewhere for the coffin to be placed whilst the bearers paused on their 2-mile journey. Historically located near here, and originally in one piece, this stone is believed to be the top slab of such a resting place. So here we have here a giant stone that basically would be used for when they were taking the coffin down a 2-mile hike down here. That's a long way to take it to a church. They would have a rest stop here, put it down, and then carry on their way. Isn't that interesting? Hi! 2 churches in one seek. Oh, it's unheard of. Anyway, on the way back, I just thought I would show you the St Michael's Church, which is connected with St Chad's that we just went to. As I said, as we were walking along, there was the coffin rest stop in between, and this is the church that they would come from. So, just thought I'd show you on the top here. This area has extremely old font and like a crest engraved, and I think it says 1680 on there as well. So just thought I'd show that little bit of historic gold. But I'm gonna say goodbye again. But till next time, I'll see you guys soon. Till next cemetery scene. Bye!